video, we are going to learn how to manage a new group that you have received from CPS. You can access your group from any one of the Google Apps suite in this black bar at the top. Just select Groups, and it'll bring you to a page like this one. You'll see that you can select your own groups or you can browse all groups. So click on My Groups. You'll see a list of the groups that you have. And you can click on any particular group that you've been notified you now have access to administer. So there are a few different things that you're going to want to do right away in order to get your group functional, even before you invite anyone. And the first thing you'll be prompted to do is add a welcome message. I've popped a short one in there. You can always clear your welcome message. You can edit it at any time if you don't like it. The next thing that we're going to look at is the About feature here. So that's always there to just give you your heads up about the group. There's some statistical information that you can access at any time. It's quite handy to know about this. Now let's click into the management feature. That's going to be the important part for us. If you notice on the left here, there are various functions that you can set up. Let's skip members at the moment and look at some of the other settings. Let's click on the Settings tab here. We won't go through every single one of these options, but I encourage you the first time that you set up your group to please do that. So you can go to your email options, be thinking about the purpose of your group, how you want your group to communicate, and so on. We'll go through here. There's email options, identity, moderation. Those are important. By default, CPS sets up your group to be an announcement group only, with messages coming out from you. But in many times, you'll want to change that and have it so that people can talk to each other, because Google Groups are ideal as a discussion board to keep talking about various topics. So there's members, there's tags, categories, and so on. Now the next ones are very important. Permissions, basic permissions. This sets the parameter of the view of it. So in every case, for example, who can view the topics? So you select groups of users, and that can be manage all groups, all members, or all organizational members. Decide what works for you. At the right here in the gray, it tells you what you've selected, and you can change that at any time. Important to discuss who can post to the group, who can join the group. That'll make a difference. Okay, and here you can see that it'll always prompt you to save if you need to save. Now going on to posting permissions. There's another very important aspect there to that. At first, you'll see none selected if you've never set it up even one time. And you can use this drop-down message here to decide if you just want the managers of the group to be able to do that certain task, all members of the group, or owners of the group. So, for example, assigning topics, attaching files, and posting messages. That's a very important one. You know, who do you want to be able to post messages? Oftentimes you want all members to be able to post messages, so I saved that. Um, and post announcements. That may be just managers, that may be everybody, so you can decide how you want to handle that. Moderations permissions. In some cases, you will want your post to be moderated so that somebody checks them out before they go out to the group. Many times you won't care about that, and you'll want everybody to be able to post to the group. So these are very important permissions for you to select about who can add members, who can approve members, ban users if necessary, delete posts, and so on. So take time to carefully go through these and think about, you know, what you want to do. Keep in mind, you can always change these if you find that you made a wrong decision and you want to change that. The other one is to be able to access permissions. So very important ones there. Roles. In many groups, you may have um, roles that you want to add. These are typical ones that are already assigned. Who owns the group? Managers. So those may be people that, yeah, in a large group, especially several people that you want to have extra rights or to just be a member. So that's very important. Also, be sure to go through all of these informational features here to select those. So by doing these things, as you can see at first, it may take you some time, but as you go through the process, you know that you'll have a group that functions the way that you want it to.